So, mine comrades, after many years of anticipation, Heat Signature has finally been released earlier this week. So I wanted to record my first interactions with the game, and for this week only, I think it's still viable. We have something special. As part of encouragement to get people to buy on release, there's a special item in the game that you can only get during the first week of release, pending some future decision where, they release it as DLC or something. But for now, if we don't find this item within the week and grab it, it'll be gone forever. I like that. List the playtime up in the corner. One thing I will say about, this developer is, they're very, I want to say, user-friendly. They've said before they don't like enticing people with, pre-order promises or such. They don't like trying to trick people into buying the game too soon and everything. And, in allegiance with the, Steam's little refund policy thing, they got this nice little timer up here. I mean, it might just be completely coincidental, but, you can use that to tell, this is how much time I have left before I have to make a decision on whether or not I want to keep this game. I played the, This was unexpected. Ouch. Sure thing. I hope I'm doing this right. Anyway, I was gonna say, I've played the tutorial, so I'm sort of familiar. The tutorial. I played the alpha way back when, and the game has changed a lot since then, but I'm familiar with it. It's an infiltration game where you break into enemy ships, and using stealth and, I'm gonna say, time manipulation, you bob about and, yeah, there's the pause function. What's this? Do we have it's like a quiet and powerful non-lethal. Well, that's not gonna work. How'd you do that? I mean, I obviously have something in my inventory that'll tell me, teleport the face bearer. Teleport items on the ship to you using what? Can I just do that for the tutorial? Ow! Cool! Okay. Knockouts, ones. Okay. So, if you want to do a pacifist thing, which I normally do like to do, so we might try that. You don't have to kill anyone. Yeah. Back to the pause menu. Does it want me to, go over there? Right-click the gun to make it a right-click attack. Oh, okay. Stand about here. Find a body, see you, the countdown is 0. You'll be captured, taking out the captain cancels the countdown. Okay, good to know. Oh shit! He's still alive. I probably should have, angled myself better. So yeah, and now we can actually control the ships. So yeah, another little entertaining aspect of this game, you have a spacesuit, and it's the future, so it's like a really hyper-advanced spacesuit that allows you to temporarily survive in space. So now if we take control of our vehicle, our little pod we had in the beginning, Or at least that's what we're supposed to do, but story. I'm gonna guess 4 capitals. And 4 areas. Factions, as it were. I know there's a faction system in here. There's been a faction system since the alpha, the open alpha I participated in. Cold Rock Haven has been captured and recaptured 4 times this year. Okay, so that's probably our home system, which we use to, like, expand outward and everything. Back in the alpha, which I hope I won't talk about too much, the faction system didn't really do anything. You could capture planets and such, but it didn't really have any bearing in the game, except for testing purposes. I don't know if it has any bearing now. I don't know how much has changed, but I doubt it was an aspect I really liked about it, interrupting the trade routes and then capturing systems, so I really hope that's still in there. This time one of them has a 40-year career in espionage, breacher, yes. But it's gonna change hands one last time. This time I'm taking it. I'm still up there, right? So I got ahead of myself, and this is the remote control pod system. You always have the pod, I don't think it can be destroyed. But you can catch yourself. And I just overshot myself. There we go. And now we're back in the pod and we can explore the universe, which is really massive. You can see us zooming in and out, and it simulates everything from the giant nebula to our tiny little ship down here. There are time-advanced controls, but they haven't told us about them yet, unless they did and I missed them. Another thing that I remember, like we saw earlier, we can capture and pilot those ships, and those ships have like weapon systems and everything, and they can attack each other. I don't know what the benefit to like doing that is. I don't know if you can like get a mission to just destroy the ship or kill someone on it, capture a different ship, and then use it to attack the other one. I don't know how fleshed out the space combat is in this game. The main focus of it is the espionage, infiltration, and espionage aspect of it. Why is it taking so long to break? I gotta get used to flying this thing. I don't want to get ahead of myself. We will learn why the game is called Heat Signature, and I think it's just wonderful. Stop. Okay, it just sort of sucks you up. Nice. Talk to the beak breaker. Fingers aren't aligned. So, home base, shops, regular kind of stuff. Hello, Gemini. Gemini? Gemini? Right? We have a station. Or I have a station. Just gonna start something, you know. Okay. So I guess there's an option to keep this character. I don't know. Oh, it auto-retired me. Choose a character for this life. So another thing that they've added is different characters operating across the persistent universe, with each one having a semi-unique story and reason they're in the universe and what they want to accomplish there. Right. So I've been following development, and I know that each one has an overarching personal mission that is going to be very difficult, and before you take it on, you're going to want to complete lesser missions in order to get your equipment up, give them the amount of money needed to do that equipment. There's also special requirements to complete the mission, like raise 50,000 credits to hire this guy who's gonna set up a tracking system so you can track the ship that this person's mother is on, or something to that nature, or do this to accomplish that, and then you can do your main mission. And I don't know if there is an experience and skill system in this game, but if there is, doing the lesser missions will help you level up and such and such. And each one has starter equipment, which we're going to have to learn and get a hang of. It's not letting me actually look at them. But, you want to rescue your mom from Sovereign, and, let me think how to put this. I think all the different characters, each one has its own reputation with the 4 factions, so this one wants to rescue the mother from Sovereign. Theoretically, this should all start neutral, but, as you take hostile actions against different factions and they learn about these actions, your relationship with them will lower, and they'll go from, first off, not giving you missions to being all-out hostile towards you. So it's helpful to focus your character towards accepting contracts that only go against certain factions. This one wants to get her mom back from Sovereign, which I'm just assuming is a faction. It could be a planet for all I know. But, so in the event that it was a faction, we'd probably make them our main enemy. And I noticed here, each one, I mean, they haven't done anything, so I don't know if that's like my lifetime stats, or if each character has its own lifetime stats, and I can sort of just like roleplay and say like, this one's like a psychopath who just wants to like go into ships and enjoys the aspect of like killing people with guns and knives and such, and so he'd be high on kills and everything. This person's just out to save her mom, and she has some sense of morality left in her life, so she'll be more reluctant to kill. And for that character, I'd roleplay and just focus her on knockouts and such. Living witnesses. Interesting. Yeah, like the living witnesses is what I was talking about earlier. As people learn of your thing, to learn of it, you need to have witnesses. So I think we'll continue to use these characters until they die or get captured, and then they'll just get a new one. And that's where these lifetime stats come from. I should really get around to actually picking one of these guys. A lot of enemies of the glitchers. Everyone here has made progress. I don't know what the significance of that is, so we'll go with this guy who doesn't have any, what do you call it? I like how it says bring in the officer and not kill the officer, so this isn't like a total blind vengeance mission. Legends and retirement. So yeah, this is where you normally go to retire a character, but it's disabled for the tutorial. I'm still in the tutorial? Okay. Practice being cool. Whoa. Hold to hit a guard with your wrench. Space and then pause immediately. I guess because if no. Because those things roll behind like locked doors and such. That was the same violence, though. Right? Oh no. Okay, that time they had 2. Okay. Let's try that again. I was trying to be pacifistic. So, it's not working. Hold to aim. Where do I throw my wrench? There we go. That was my original idea. Hit the one with a wrench and then throw it at the ranged guy. Okay, so the violence is progressing. And we want to take these guys out. Or a murderer. I think these are virtual people, so it won't matter. Okay. Take an easy mission. Can I be like, no, fuck you, I don't want to. Typically used to shoot people. Okay. What's this against? Capture, Paris, whatever. Which, if I want to look at my map, that's part of the... I have no clue what faction that is. I'm not sure how relevant this is. Alright, let's go.